Oh, it's going to be one of them our days, and like everybody else in the entire southern part of the United States of America, I'm going to blame it
America.
on what? What am I going to blame the problems on?
Blame it on Trump. He gets blamed for
Oh, you're in
everything.
the wrong seat. Go ahead.
I blame it on Trump. He gets blamed for everything.
No, he's
I'm
not.
in the right
He's not in
seat.
charge of the pollen.
Well,
The pollen is to blame for everything. Another Tuesday. What can I say?
he got blamed for the
It's because he's guilty.
air incident at
Well,
LaGuardia. It's all his fault.
Not much special about the second day of the long work week, though, is there? Iran has been granted 5 days to get ready for a U.S. attack on its way of life. 5 days to complete a nuclear explosive device. If successful and they don't blow themselves up, I hope they get it from North Korea. Their only problem is where and how should they detonate it. So, y'all just imagine for a moment. You're now in charge of a rogue nation, radical in your views, a nation without a qualified leader, if you even have any kind of a real leader in Iran whatsoever. Let's just say you're there
Mhm.
and you don't know what to do. It's a little bit like the Biden years, right? Fully aware that your personal fate is already written in future history books. You're way down the line. The history books are going to tell all about this. So there's not a whole lot you can do, right, to hurt or help yourselves. Where would you choose to make a name for yourself in the name of Iran and Allah to attempt to set off the third nuclear bomb to be used against mankind? Where would you do it? Where would you set it off? You want to blow up something big. You want to go out in a blaze of glory. You don't care about yourself because you're
I-
suicidal anyway.
I have
Where would you set it off or try to?
for the biggest effect and
Yeah.
the biggest
Yeah.
I don't know.
In the entire world.
In the entire world. Washington D.C.
Look, how are you going to get it there?
Well, that's just it. See, I can say Washington D.C.
Yeah.
knowing it's not plausible that it would hit there.
Well, they can
That we know of,
they can
yeah.
figure a way. I mean, over the last since 2021, we up until last year and importing individuals pretty much willy nilly, 18 million of them.
Willy and nilly, yes.
Yeah, willy and nilly, let about 18 million come into this country. We don't know who they are. We don't even know where they are. We don't know where they came from, right? So, and get a little UPS by way of several different stops along the way, ship it to one place, to another place, to another place, finally get it into Mexico, and then the cartel guys slip it across the border. How much uranium does it take to make a dirty bomb? Not much.
We have enough stress.
Good morning, one and all. What a difference a day makes in the world of weather. I'm Rayford Brown, and this is Live and Local Real Talk.
And good morning. Tuesday morning, right?
Yeah,
We got through Monday, didn't we? Yes, it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm Lee Barrows.
let's see. What's 4 hours out of 24 hours? That's
A third.
That's
four,
1 over
3.
6. So that would be 1/6 of 100 would be what?
Let me just grab my coffee. You go right ahead.
About 16 and 2/3%, right? 16 and a third. Anyway, about 16% of my day yesterday, my 24-hour day, was spent on the phone with Spectrum.
You and Spectrum have a relationship. You've had one for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
You got a lot of bros there now, because it seems like you spent a lot of time on the phone with them.
I met a couple of really nice guys over in Kentucky yesterday.
So you got Americans, English-speaking people?
Until recent, right now, they don't have anybody that don't speak English. They're all inside the United States of America. Unfortunately, there's a merger in progress,
Yes, I know with Cox.
and they have
Yes.
outside the U.S. people. But Spectrum, according to the gentleman, two of them that I talked with yesterday, while they were trying to work out problems on their end, not my end, but it dealt with my accounts, then they were telling me about their they've been told that everybody will be moved into the United States and will be speaking English.
I hope so. I had a call yesterday, and it was the number was spoofed to look like a local cell phone 910 number 3 whatever, and I was like, this could be someone calling about the show. So I answered it, and it was, "Hi, my name is. I call about Medicare." And I'm like, "Excuse me, who are you?" He said, "My name is James." I'm like, "Yeah, well, sure it is."
James,
but click block. But I'm.
Hello. You need to get that recording from. I got to pull that down. No time for sergeants.
You made me just think of something that I had a friend. Well, no, it was my nephew from New York. I got a phone call one day, and it was this man, and he was like going on and on about me kicking his dog, and I'm like, okay. Anyway, went through the whole thing, and I kept saying, "Honey, I'm sorry, you must have the wrong phone number. I have no clue what you're talking about." And I hung up. Well, come to find out, it's a prank that you can pull on people. Mm-hmm. And it's a recording, but the recording responds to whatever you're saying. So let's just say I pulled it on somebody.
Oh, my.
And they took it seriously, and they called the police to make a report saying somebody had called and threatened them, which wasn't quite what happened. But I get these phone calls all the time, and like everyone else, I'm so tired of it. Yesterday, probably at least 3 to 4 phone calls.
Mine blocks a lot now that have called before. I just block them. So
I have over 1,000 blocked numbers on my phone from over the last couple of years, and only a small percentage, maybe 5% of them were ones that I intentionally blocked that I knew. No. The rest are just these spam callers.
No, I understand.
Yes, and then the other Facebook hoax that's been going around recently. Last week we talked about the one where it said that effective for certain matter has the right to use your pictures and this and that, which was a hoax that started a couple years ago. Now the new hoax going around again, it's not new, is the one about the 22-year-old child that was shot in the chest by a nail gun, was playing with the nail gun. And please pray for his family. Now that's going around like crazy again. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I generally try to check all my facts. First of all, I'm not going to copy paste. I do not copy paste. Do not send me anything that says copy this and paste it on your timeline. I'm not doing it. No. I'm not doing it. I'm just like, I like to read your words. Mm-hmm. I like to see what you're doing, how your family's doing, what you've been.
So here's the one I think I'm going to get.
Howdy! Have you seen anything below that might have been a body of water?
No, sir, I ain't seen nothing. I've been sweeping up.
What the devil's the matter with that radio operator? Pilot the radio operator! Pilot the radio operator! Over! Co-pilot the radio operator!
Hey,
is that really good right now?
Great movie from probably the late 50s or something like that. Andy Griffith, and he was in the Air Force. And his sergeant didn't get along with him and some of his buddies.
I don't know that one.
You don't?
No.
You need to pull this one down. This is a movie.
But playing those words made me think about the audio from the incident at LaGuardia the other day. I mean, stop.
We'll talk about that. That whole thing is a major mess. Given the information that's coming out, I'm surprised it hasn't happened before. I wonder how many close calls there have been.
My thoughts from what I've seen and read and listened to in TSB, et cetera, and FFA, I think once again, this was a series of unfortunate events that just all came together.
Yeah. Well, running into a fire truck, everybody say, "Oh God, you can miss a fire truck." Not if you're driving a plane that's,
sits way up much higher.
Well, it's not only that. Even if you see the fire truck, when you touch down on a plane, They said when the air traffic control people, they said that the plane was running about 24 miles an hour. I think they said 24 knots, so it's about 26 miles an hour. No, it wasn't.
It was
When that
fast,
plane
yeah.
first touches down, you know how long it is before that thing slows down? And they're only at 1/3 the length of the
They're only
runway where they
1/3,
touch
right,
down.
Right.
Okay, where that crossover
Mhm.
runway. So they had touched down just before that. There's no way they're running 24 knots.
No, they
There's
were
no
running.
way.
Yeah, I do believe they
Now,
were running faster.
Somebody else estimated last night up to 35 knots. No. Now, Captain Steve and we agree.
I listened to Captain
When it
Steve
comes out,
last
it's going to
night.
be probably in the neighborhood of 50 to 60 miles an hour.
Yes.
Because that thing was booking when it came across.
Well, he's flown at
waiting to see.
airport.
Yeah, he's flown it. He knows the airport, and he knows that plane is not going to slow down from a landing speed. Touchdown speed is what, 125 knots for these planes as they're coming in. No, he's not going to slow down.
I don't know, but all I can tell you is that it was also wet. The runway was
was
wet.
slick,
It was
but
raining.
He wasn't adding his brakes to it. I mean,
Nope.
he just touched down.
Yes.
You get on the brakes when you first touch down to that speed. You better be prepared to slip and slide.
I'm going to put Captain Steve's link
Yeah.
in the comments.
So
and
if y'all want to see it, take a look at what he had to say.
Yes.
And he was emotional last night.
he was emotional. It got me emotional.
It's
you know?
the first airport he flew out of in 1992, as I recall, when he first got his ticket to fly or got hired to fly. So whatever. But
I think
anyway, it was a chain of events that
Mhm.
chain reaction that was doomed.
Just like at DC with the helicopter and the plane.
Yeah, but
Chain of
this one had
events.
a fire truck pulling out, running to a call. Had nothing to do with this plane coming in, and the air traffic control, or not air traffic control, ground control at that time, the tower. Let's just call it the
Mhm.
tower. Was asked permission by the truck. They have their own radio frequency, right? Talk to the tower.
Right.
Permission to cross the runway. Go ahead. You're good to go. Yada, 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 yada. Just general conversational stuff. They don't talk like they do to pilots. They don't talk in the official stuff. It was chatter back and forth. And he told him he had permission to go across the runway. So the truck is approaching the runway where he was coming from. And as he was approaching it, suddenly this airplane is touching down. Air traffic controller grabs it. Stop to the fire trucks. We think on the fire truck channel, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure they know right now which channel they were talking on.
Yeah, I wonder about
That's going
that.
to be the question.
I wonder about that.
Stop. And,
She got stop. You know.
Yeah. So and either if they were on the right channel, did the truck know they were talking to them? That's the other problem you have if you don't say truck one or whatever. If you don't say something, you're familiar with just a very small part of the ham radio net. If I'd say something, hey, stop. Who are you talking to? Which one of us are you talking to?
Well,
15 people
people
checked
were
in?
saying, how come the fire truck didn't see the airplane?
Oh, you
well,
can't
let me
see
tell you
that
what,
thing.
there's so many lights,
That was the stupidest question.
so many
asked.
lights that it's hard. And they brought that up. They said, Captain Steve brought that up. There's so many lights out there, they're blinding. And unless you know exactly where something's at, you're not going to see it.
I was coming up river in a misty night back in 2010.
Did you see the Loch Ness?
No, I would have shot him and brought him home. No, I was coming up river in my boat that I had bought in Moorhead earlier in the day. And by the time I got to, I didn't leave Moorhead till like 7:30. So it was getting pretty good dark pretty soon. And then it started misting rain. It was foggy, misty, ugly,
Right.
just ugly. And as I rounded a bend coming up towards where the air station is, and the boat was not equipped with the GPS. It was not equipped with anything I could see the bottom
They
with.
throwing grenades.
That was good. And the spotlight that was on it barely reached the bow of the boat, which was 18, 20 feet away. The
Right.
spotlight was bad. The radios didn't work.
All the elements coming together.
Well, it was new to me, but I can fix
Right.
all that.
Right.
But coming up river, I'm like, okay, now which lights where do I go? And there, you know how many lights there are in New River when you're around the bend in Morgan Bay? That's that first big body of water sat down river from the bridge.
After you go under the bridge?
No, before you get
Before
under
you get to the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was counting
Coming from this way.
Lewis Sewell Bridge.
Yeah, Lewis Sewell Bridge is towards Nice Ferry from there. That's that big
yeah.
body of water.
Yes.
1,217,617 lights that are blinking. I counted them. No, you got reds, you got blues, you got greens, I got every kind of light out there. And I'm like, wonder where the bridge is. And I had to go by dead reckoning is all I could do at that point in time. Had no idea until I could get close enough to see that little beacon on the bridge, and I picked it up. But everything else was fogged in. I can't imagine airplane coming in at 125 knots or so, and you think you're going to tell that's an airplane coming towards me. All you see is a blob of a light out
That's
there.
a lot of weight.
If you're straight on, you're going to see two lights primarily. You're going to see a red one and a green one, all right? If it's straight at you. But you are not going to be able to identify that from any distance.
Right. Yeah.
In under those conditions, no. So fire truck being able to see that plane, no. You depend upon air
let me
traffic
tell you
control, and that's all.
something eerie that came out of this. It happened on March 22nd, which
Oh,
was
I heard that
Sunday.
last night. Yeah. Holy
34
crap.
years ago to the date, March 22nd, 1992, was their last air incident.
Serious
It was when a U.S. Air 405 was taken off and it crashed,
Yep.
and they had some deaths from that.
22, I think.
Yeah, 34 years ago.
To the
27 people on board.
To the day.
Yeah, to the day. 27 people perished, yeah. To the day. March. And when Captain Steve was talking about that last night, you could see the chills. He was,
they need to close that airport on March 22nd.
yeah.
And if I was to be booking a flight, knowing this at this point in time, that's 2. I ain't going to be number 3. I won't be flying
I
into
don't
LaGuardia
know.
on the
People
22nd.
book flights and
I knew
fly
that.
on 9/11.
Well, that one I could understand. Not this year.
Nope.
This is the 25th anniversary this year.
Oh my goodness. 25 years.
Now, these clowns, these Islamic
I'm telling you.
jihadists, they believe in doing things. Why do you think they picked 9/11? September 11th, because it's 9/11. That's the reason that day was picked. I have no doubt about it. That's in my mind. I don't care what else they say. Osama bin Laden was a well-educated idiot.
Well, Tom says he
Man.
remembered your movie.
Oh, I bet No Time for
Yes.
Sergeants.
Yes, and your friend Richard also commented when we opened up. Do you remember when doctors used to make house calls?
Yes, I do. I had Dr. Bank house calls to me.
Who was your doctor?
Dr. Henderson.
Dr. Henderson.
I can't remember his first name, but he had an office at Sneeze Ferry, and he had an office here in Jacksonville.
I remember that. See, the milkman used to bring you milk. The
Yeah.
doctor used to come to the house.
Yeah, the milkman bring the milk, and if you had an agreement with the milkman, knock on the door, open the door, milkman, and you better have your clothes on,
You better be dressed, huh?
or not.
Well,
Wonder how long it took
Interesting.
that milkman to make all the calls.
it depends on whether the
Situation.
housewives or the situation, the situations. Let's
That,
just leave
that
it
thing,
at
that baby looks like the milkman.
Yeah. Better than the mailman.
Remember the those glass bottles of milk came in?
Yes, I remember well.
Cold.
I remember because my mother was a secretary for Mail and Milk growing up. So she worked for many years.
Interesting thing, at some houses, they put a cooler outside for the milk because they didn't have people coming in. It was a special cooler, metal it was made of, and it would maintain the cold.
That's pretty cool.
And they put the milk jugs in there. So, and the milkman would come in and he would go through the refrigerator and move your milk around if you still had some left over.
And moved the older milk up front.
Yes. That's
pretty cool, mailman.
Yeah.
Milkman.
That's good stuff.
Could he clean out the refrigerator while he's
I
in there
think they
for me?
came 2 days a week or something.
You know, it was back in the day though, when you could leave your doors unlocked and
Yeah.
open, and milkman would come in, do his,
Do his thing.
do his. Well, I thought about that as
When
I
you
was
said
getting
it.
ready to say, not do his thing, but deliver the milk.
All right, we had a little topsy-turvy weather for those with marine interest out there. A cold front is moving across the region, producing a strong northerly surge behind the front. It's not impacting us yet. I don't think it's going to as much as it was anticipated. High pressure briefly is going to visit today ahead of a coastal trough developing offshore for tonight. Today, out to 20 nautical miles northeasterly winds, 20 to 25 knots with gusts to 30, seas 5 to 7 feet. They're 7 seconds apart with 4 to 6 footers near shore. Sounds in rivers a little rough. Tomorrow, northeasterly winds 5 to 10, seas 3 to 5. 9 seconds between peaks, subsiding to 2 to 3 in the afternoon near shore, seas 2 to 3, sounds in rivers a light chop. Thursday, southwesterly winds around 5, increasing to 5 to 10 in the afternoon, 2 to 3 footers, sounds in rivers flat, increasing to a light chop in the afternoon.
And today, partly sunny with a high near 57, 30 degrees cooler than yesterday.
It was 90 yesterday.
Yeah, it
here.
was. We hit 90 for the first time at this time of the year. And northeast wind 10 to 13 miles per hour with gust as high as 23. Tonight, patchy frost after 3 a.m.
Actually, what?
Patchy frost. Not all areas will be getting it, but
Frost.
patchy frost.
You mean like little pieces of ice?
Like you better get your, don't put your scraper away yet for your windshield. Patchy frost after
my
3 a.m.
goodness.
Cloudy with a low around 36. Wednesday, partly sunny with a high near 68. Thursday, mostly sunny with a high near 76. Right now, we're looking at a beautiful day on Friday of 84 degrees, but then Saturday dropped to 60.
I told you it's going to be topsy-turvy, right?
Yeah, well, Friday night, we should have some
Open it.
showers coming in.
Maybe wash this pollen away.
Oh, it's terrible. My truck.
I can walk outside and it comes back and I've got it on my eyelashes and I scratch it off and then it gets in my eyes and then it burns.
I am.
It's the little bottles that
Yeah.
I got lying around.
Well, I'm
everywhere.
very
Eye
fortunate. I've never really had any issues from the pollen,
drops. Well,
but I know a lot of people.
it does. It just gets on my skin and in my eyes, and I hate that in my eyes. It makes them itch.
Well, add a little green eyeliner and it all kind of blend in and you look pretty.
Pretty stupid.
We call you Boy George.
Yeah, Randy over there, ham radio boat AK4SQN in Southwest this morning, 46 degrees, 64% humidity, 30.24 inches of mercury. Northeasterly winds, he said about 5 to 10. He said he found 2 drops of rain. Lee in Back Swamp area, 43 degrees, 71% humidity, 30.15 inches of mercury, northwesterly winds at 5 miles per hour. Carol over in Riverbend, Dale was asleep, I think she said, had 44 degrees, 62% humidity, northerly winds at 2, nothing in her rain gauge. And Joe down in the Burr Row this morning, he's back from a venture. He went to Raleigh to see a concert. 48 degrees, 62% humidity, 30.04 inches of rain, 30.04 inches of mercury. 30 inches of rain would be a heck of a miss. Northerly winds at 10 to 15, nothing in his rain gauge either. Ward over in Cedar Point, just across the White Oak River from Swansboro, 46.6 degrees. He gets real specific. 56% humidity, 30.31 inches of mercury. And it's rising northeasterly winds at 12 to 15 miles per hour there on the Intercoastal Waterway in Cedar Point. And he had 0.02 inches of rain in his rain gauge this morning. Ken. Over in Onslow Bay, 45.9 degrees. That's like 46 degrees, 44% humidity. He said it was breezy. Saw some drops of rain falling, but nothing that registered in the rain gauge. And Lee in the Woodlands, 45 degrees, 61% humidity, a yellow truck, 30.26 without an antenna, 30.26 inches of mercury, and it's on the increase. It's rising. Southerly winds at 2 miles per hour. You had an 11 mile per hour peak wind, right? Yesterday? Well,
Yes,
since
yes.
midnight. Nothing in the rain gauge here at the Country Club, the studio, 45 degrees, 61% humidity, 30.11 inches of mercury. And it's holding steady. Northeasterly winds running at 5 miles per hour at the time. What are they now? They are 5 miles per hour now. It's still 40. It's down to dropped 2 degrees, 43 degrees, 66% humidity. And yesterday we had a peak wind of 14 miles per hour. And overnight it was 10 miles per hour here. Now, James over in Bladen County this morning checked in.
James.
49
Hey,
degrees.
James.
He's on the road, and 49 degrees there in Bladen, and had a kind of a good breeze blowing out of the north. Now, Elio down in Boa Vista, Brazil this morning. I checked with him. 81 degrees. He's in eastern Brazil, right there, not far from the beach. 81 degrees, 79% humidity. And that's not bad. Not bad for
I
the
need
coast.
Elio to call Dan for me.
Dan, okay. I'll see if he knows him.
Okay.
And then and he said today it's going to be up in the low 90s. So it's not too
Yes.
late. Get your butts down to Brazil. You can get them burned on the beach. No problem.
Well, they had a terrible flooding there a couple of weeks ago.
Really?
Yes, they did. A lot of people lost their homes.
Oh,
Just like Hawaii is going through it.
God. There
Shoo.
are people there that are washing away, I think.
Oh, yes.
trying
What
to
was
get
I
away.
heard that Jason Momoa,
I've never heard of
the
him, but-
actor, the one, he's an actor. He was rescuing people. Jason Momoa.
Yeah. The investigation into the deaths of a man and woman found in their Hubert home before noon Sunday
That's crazy.
is still continuing. 50-year-old Carmen Burns and 60-year-old Terry Murphy were found in a back bedroom of the house. Oh, this is a mobile home, I believe. It's not known how long they had been dead, and detectives are awaiting autopsy results to confirm the cause of deaths and when they died. The couple, they were in a relationship and they lived at Cambridge Street at the residence there. A third unidentified family member also lives there, but not a whole lot of information is made available about that, not yet. So we'll have to wait and see if
Yeah, I
person
saw
was
they came out
home
with
or
the
what.
names last night. I
Yeah.
don't know either one, but
I'm
sorry.
Neither one has a criminal history.
I'm so sorry for the family and friends.
Investigators would like anyone with any information, any history, or anything else, and about this case, if you know the people, if you got anything that might help them besides internet gossip, give them a call, 910-455-3113, 910-455-3113.
That party got turned a little crazy that morning in the wee hours of the morning. The party there at
That's a
that.
different story.
No, I'm talking about the shooting
Yeah,
over on Old 30.
yeah. Okay. The one I just finished was the 2 dead people.
No,
Killed. Sheriff's office is looking for information too about the about this other thing, a party that apparently turned kind of sour
right.
in the wee morning hours of Saturday. The party was at a home on Old 30 Road a bit after 2 a.m. Make note of the times. 2 a.m. A fight broke out and shots were exchanged. That means more than one person had a gun. Several cars were hit by gunfire and 2 people were treated at the hospital for minor injuries. If you have information that could help authorities or perhaps any video from the scene, I think they know video was shot, right? Because some was posted on Facebook or
was-
somewhere.
Yeah, a very short video posted.
Yeah, they're looking for any video, any pictures, any information you have. Just give them a call. They'd like to hear from you. 910-455-3113. 910-455-3113. Here's another number to give you. If you want to remain anonymous, you don't want anybody knowing who you are. Maybe you were at
Right.
the party. You don't want to rat anybody else, but you can provide some information that will help eliminate some people, okay? Call Crime Stoppers, 910-938-3273. You do not have to give your name, totally anonymous. They're not going to ask you for your name. If you have information and you want to give your name, that's all well and good, but that's all up to you. They're not going to ask you. They're not going to badger you. And you're not even reaching a police officer when you call. You're reaching Crime Stoppers. Just provide them the information. They have a little form and they'll fill it out. They'll give you a code number if you would like to perhaps get in on a reward. If there's one offered for stuff in this case, they offer rewards in a lot of cases. The number again is 910-938-3273. If you are going to a party, if you're going to a party where you think you might need your gun,
Stay home.
it would be wise not to go.
Yeah, I agree.
If you are going to a party and you feel like, I think I better take my gun, something might happen, then stay home. Don't go there. It would be wise to stay home. Too dangerous, especially should the adult beverages start flowing. And really important,
You have a gun.
to have already left before 2 a.m. If the adult beverages are flowing, you need to be gone.
Well, evidently,
mess
people
and-
had guns.
yeah, just pack your mess and get out.
Right, exactly. I don't know. I guess as you get older, partying is not such a big deal anymore. Rather stay home in your PJs and turn on a primetime show that you absolutely want to watch and fall asleep in the middle of it. That's my
Or
night.
turn on No Time for Sergeants. Is a great movie. It's black and white. It's, just Google it on any of those shows. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure you
get
can
it.
find it on one of those
YouTube.
channels.
You can find anything on YouTube.
I just found it
and
on
watch.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. A grand jury last week returned a true bill of indictment for a Washington, North Carolina man, charging him with manslaughter after investigators said his boat crashed into a jet ski last August.
Yeah.
69-year-old Oscar Woodard was in court yesterday where his bond was set at $200,000. He was released on bond and a trial date will be set soon. Wildlife investigators said Woodard was operating his 25-foot boat and crashed into the jet ski.
Mm-hmm.
A passenger on the personal watercraft, Jack O'Neill, just a week shy of his 14th birthday, was killed. The jet ski operator, a 14-year-old, he had minor injuries. Woodard is charged with involuntary manslaughter and 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. I'm not going to speculate here, but given the charges, it would seem investigators believe Woodard was operating his boat in some sort of a reckless manner, and that charge was added to, and that caused the collision. In the initial news reports last August, this is straight from the August
I
report.
remember when that happened.
Wildlife Resources reports indicated there was no immediate signs of alcohol or drug use. Now, the season for warm weather boating is fast approaching. Unfortunately,
Yes.
stories like this one will be repeated and repeated and repeated this year and in coming years. The senseless loss of life. Jet skis have the same amount of protection for the occupants as motorcycles have on the highway for their occupants. The answer to that is none. Boats do not have brakes.
True.
Boats do not have brakes. Boaters will tell you that it's all too common that they have to try and dodge jet boats, the little jet skis.
Little jet skis.
The carefree nature of operating the little boats is much like the motorcycle riders have. Everything is great until something goes wrong. It's not necessarily the rider's fault. Boaters must be on high alert too for the skis, just like drivers of big rigs and cars and all that sort of good stuff must be on the lookout for motorcycles. You pull out from an intersection, pick any intersection where you have to stop, not at a red light. You stop and you look to your left and you look to your right and you look to your left again and you still don't see this motorcycle coming from either the left or the right, and you pull out and you're going to make a left turn and you're crossing the lane going at you from your left and at you coming to your right. Did you see that motorcycle with that one little headlight in front of a car? And at nighttime, it's even worse.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the light blends in with the car's lights in the background. You've got to be careful. If
I
you
agree.
pull out in the path of an oncoming vehicle, it's going to be your fault.
I always try to give a motorcyclist a lot of room.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I respect them.
Absolutely.
Give them the room that they need.
I know the damage. I know the damage that occurs.
But you're right. Sometimes it's very hard to see them.
It
It's
is.
hard to see them when they're coming up in your blind spot
That too.
on your left mirror. It's not like it's a car coming up that's wide and you can see, but you have to be really careful.
You know, boaters must be on high alert for the jet skis, and those jet ski enthusiasts, if they value their lives, must not play in the waters alongside the bigger boats.
And wear your life vest.
Being dead right is not the right results
right.
that you're looking for. Now, not these guys apparently did not do anything that violated any laws. The jet skis, now, jet ski. Being a boater and spending about 1 million hours on the water, from little boats to big boats, I can tell you that, as it is with some, not all motorcycles or motorcyclists, jet skis are so unfortunately in the hands of 13 and 14-year-olds.
Yes.
I'm not sure. I don't remember what the law is for jet ski riders. The driver of this jet ski was 14.
We looked that up.
It changes from time to time. And you know, and also he had a passenger who was 13 at the time, almost 14. But I don't know. I don't have any
We
clue.
talked about
I don't
that
know whether
when
he
it
had any safety
first
courses. I don't know.
happened.
But here's the thing. It really doesn't matter. Jet skis, understand that boats, there is, like with the big airplane coming in, there's limited visibility. They don't see you, not necessarily. If you come up on their left or right sides, first of all, if you pass just like you passing a boat, please, there's no rules, there's no laws, but there are some rules that you should follow. One is pass on the left as you would a car. That way, boaters are accustomed to that.
Right.
We understand you're going to be passing on my left. That's okay. We got that. And you pass on the right, and suddenly there's a boat over here on my right side. What's going on? Where did he come from? And I'm trying to avoid. I don't know where to go. It's hard.
Right.
Now, if you get past my boat and you are looking to have fun jumping the wakes, or coming by and scooting in front of me
Break your back.
real fast,
Yeah.
you scoot right directly in front of me. Now, I don't know how many times you jet ski operators have fallen off your boat when you've made sudden turns or harsh turns or whatever. It looks cool as long as it works. But imagine when it doesn't work. And my boat weighs 10,500 pounds. That's big. That's heavy.
Yes.
That's heavy. And it's moving,
Like you say, no brakes.
perhaps at 45 miles per hour along the intercoastal waterway. And you come around and jump in front of me. Here's what you're going to hit. You're going to get hit by, because unless I can avoid it, unless I have time to avoid it, you're going to get hit by 5 tons. 5 tons, 10,000 pounds.
It's going to be bad.
Of vessel. And then as you go under said vessel, there are 2 props that are turning back there at 5,500
Slice.
revolutions per minute.
Right.
They each have 4 blades. They're made of stainless steel.
Well,
They're not going to break.
Let me tell you the North Carolina law on jet ski
Yeah.
operators. And I remember when this first happened and we talked about
Yes,
this.
we did.
Operators of personal watercraft, including jet skis, must adhere to specific laws.
Mhm.
Here are the key points. Age restrictions. Operators must be at least 14 years of age.
Okay, he was.
Those age 14 to 16 must complete an approved boating safety course
Don't know whether he
and
did
carry
or not.
proof of completion. Safety equipment. All riders and passengers must wear U.S. Coast Guard approved flotation devices. Jet skis can only be operated during daylight hours, and they're prohibited between sunset and sunrise. And operators must not exceed no wake speed within 100 feet of anchored or moored vessels, docks, or swimmers. And they must ensure their PWC is operated in a reasonable and prudent manner, and they must wear a lanyard-type engine cutoff switch.
Okay.
And it goes further, but this is the main points.
So by all indications, he would have had a license. If hopefully he had his license, but that is not even the key point here. The key point is his passenger was killed,
Right.
died, hit by a 25-foot boat, and that's a smaller boat than I've got, and a much lighter. It's a center console, much lighter boat than I've got. So, you know, we the boaters have a responsibility to look out for everybody else. From pedestrians, we know that on the highway, when we're driving around, you don't run them down because they just happen to get in front of you and you've got the right of way. You don't do that.
Right.
Motorcycles, hard to see. Pay close attention to them. And on Western Boulevard, now you bikers out there, slow your butts down.
Well,
when you're in highly congested areas like Western Boulevard, their car's going to be entering the highway.
Well, I've been out there before in a smaller boat,
Mm-hmm.
and a larger boat come by and create such a wake you about fall out of your boat.
Yeah.
So
All boaters have a responsibility, and you're responsible for any damage caused by your wake. I don't care what kind of damage it is; it's your fault. Period.
come on,
It's going to be your
Facebook.
fault.
Yes.
It's not really news, at least until it interferes with the liberal leanings of local politicians. The shooting death of an 18-year-old college student in Chicago.
Sad.
Two things about this. Of many murders in the Windy City, the person accused of the unprovoked killing is illegally in this country. That's number one. He was here illegally. And then there's the reaction of a city alderman, a woman. City alderman is the same thing as a councilman. The victim, Sheridan Gorman, a student in Chicago College from New York. She was walking with friends 1:30 in the morning along Chicago's lakefront. Not that unusual. Young people out and about. Glad she had some friends with her that always walk with other people, but don't know what happened. It's horrendous. The rest of the story will make normal people cuss out loud. Alderwoman Mariah Haddon, in an interview with a local TV station, suggested that the teenager was in the wrong place at the wrong time and that she may have startled the individual who shot and killed her.
Yeah.
First, where in your fair city is it safe to walk at any hour of the day or night?
Seriously?
Second, I already know the answer to this. When did you voice support for the federal ICE agents who were in Chicago and other cities to locate and deport illegal aliens like the one that you so welcomed into your fair city, even though he was an illegal? Third, we have an illegal alien on this Chicago street in the middle of the night, armed with a gun, and your reaction is that the victim should not have been there? Really?
Yeah.
Really? 25-year-old Jose Medina, a Venezuelan national, entered this country illegally during Biden's reign of border terror. He had been arrested on at least one misdemeanor shoplifting charge, but was not turned over to ICE at the time. They don't do that in Chicago. So an illegal criminal alien with a gun on the streets of Chicago, and that's okay with the alderman, but the victim should not have been walking the unsafe streets of Chicago because she could get hurt. Why don't you make your city safe? Which voted for this shrill, started a protest to demand. No, not at all. The body of the murdered teenager, Sheridan Gorman, will be returned to her parents in New York to be buried.
Very sad story.
Now you tell me why I am bitter about this.
Yeah.
And
I
why you are
understand.
not you, but why why the
Right,
people in
right.
Chicago are not up in arms about. You want to know about getting arrested? I probably would be.
Very sad story. In fact, I had it opened up right here. Once again, legal alien, criminal record, came into the country under another administration, but yet we have people that want to stand out there and accuse this administration of wrongfully trying to arrest those illegal and send them back. What if it was your daughter or your sister or your classmate?
I would be in jail.
Yes. It's just such a sad story. Once
It
again,
is.
here we have another young woman that has been killed.
Just in the beginning of her future,
Yes.
18 years old in college, went to Chicago. Well, that says a whole lot, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
And I would start a movement. Don't go to Chicago for anything.
This past Friday, we were talking about the crime in Chicago and talked about how every weekend there's shootings.
Yeah.
And then all this other happened over the weekend. And I'm like, yeah.
It is not the way things are supposed to be done.
No.
In
not
Chicago,
released.
you didn't in denial. That's the problem. You're in denial. You were offered assistance over a year ago to help get your problems resolved. Yes, and it's going to take something other than Chicago because the police department, they are not responding to calls in the high crime areas. You know that, right?
Do you blame them?
No, I don't blame
It's-
them. They don't have enough people there to get back up, so they can't respond really.
Yes.
Do you know how many unsolved murders there are on the South Side? Most of them.
I don't doubt it. I mean,
Seriously,
it's
you
just
look it up. Go look it up. It's available online
Right.
at heyjackass.com. You do a deep dive into it. It'll take you about 2 hours to look at all the stats and compare them. And look at the number of unsolved murders after 2, 3, 4 years.
Oh yeah. It's just, people
You know
talk-
why? Police don't care because nobody will talk to them when they get to the crime scene.
Well, not only
They're
that,
gangbangers.
yes, that's
They've
right.
allowed the gangs to take over. The police have allowed the gangs to take over because the city administration doesn't want them coming down
Well-
on them because it would seem like they're racist.
Well, not only that, Rayford, but you do make an arrest. You take they let them out on bail. Sometimes no bail. I mean, just come back. The courts aren't punishing these bad
No.
people.
Nope.
I mean, what's a police officer to do?
You know, they scream about, "Oh, guns! We got to take the guns away. We got to have more gun laws, gun control, gun." And here, in Chicago,
Yeah.
they have gun control laws, lots of them.
Yes, they do.
It'd be hard enough to get a BB gun in Chicago, but they have tough gun laws in Chicago. So why do they have crime? Well, let me give you one example. I did the one about 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago, whatever. I pulled down some stats and I had one guy. They caught him. He had come into Chicago, got arrested. He had a boatload of guns with him. He was selling the guns. He brought them in from another state.
Right.
Stolen guns in his possession, brought them into Chicago and was selling them. He got caught. He had 25 charges or something in that. And it was well over a dozen charges and probably 2 dozen against him. He pleaded guilty to misdemeanor possession of a firearm.
See, that's
One
what I'm
count.
talking about.
And he walked out of the courtroom, paid his fine, and left.
That is exactly what I'm talking about. So you expect these
So,
police
yeah.
officers to go out there
Y'all get what you deserve in
and
Chicago.
give a darn? No, they're going like, why should I
Because
even
y'all keep
bother?
electing the scum that are running for office. That's why.
And if I go down there into the midst of all the gunfire, I'm probably going to get shot too. And I have no backup.
They have a lot of police officers shot.
Yes, they do. I mean, just
Pennsylvania, a state police trooper shot and killed by a man he had
Yeah.
pulled over in traffic stop Sunday night. Highway patrolmen too often work alone. Not just
Yes.
in Pennsylvania, but in North Carolina. They're single cars, the single operator, single person in a car. Corporal Tim O'Connor, his picture looked like he was about 12.
no doubt.
Just a young boy.
Sad.
Was killed as he approached the car when the driver fired from inside the vehicle. Didn't even give him a chance to get up to the car.
They fire right through the windshields.
The shooter was identified by police as Jesse Nathan Elks. He's 32 from nearby Honeybrook. He then gets out of his car,
Honey.
walks a little ways down the road, and shoots and kills himself with a pistol.
Right. Oh my goodness.
O'Connor, who looks so young, 15-year veteran of the state police, married, had a young daughter.
So sad. So sad.
Now tell me why I'm such a bitter guy, why I should not
Cynical?
be bitter.
Yeah, I understand
I get
that.
bitter. I get bitter.
Yes, I understand
These
that.
are ridiculous cases. And that little witch from Chicago who blamed
these
the
politicians Woke
just
politicians.
another idiot looking for a camera.
Far left. Yes. Yes. Yeah, they have their own special type of
And I
derangement.
blame
syndrome.
every voter in Chicago, those who did not turn out, who failed to vote, and those who did turn out and voted for her.
Well, you get what you get what you get. I mean,
You-
look at New York City.
I'm
That's
sorry,
really-
folks. Yeah, New York's cleaned up a lot. They used to be the murder capital. Now Chicago's,
Right. Well,
they take that title away.
well. Last night we had a U.S. Park officer that was shot in
We
Southeast D.C.
in Washington, D.C.,
Yes.
Park Police.
Yes. He was shot in the shoulder and was airlifted to the hospital, and he's supposed to make a complete recovery.
Well,
but
the
just
nation's capital. The nation's capital should be the safest, the absolute
You would
safest city
think.
in the world should be Washington, D.C.
I'd love to go and just spend a couple days revisiting all the monuments, all the history that I visited
Oh,
35 years
I have to
ago.
find somebody that could be a bodyguard.
But
'Cause they
that's
won't
just
let me carry
it.
my gun.
I don't know. Do I want to walk the streets of
No,
Washington?
No, not absolutely not. Maybe with a group of people
Right.
that you don't like that are surrounding you
You
because
need
they
some-
would be shot first.
You need to take some big friends with you.
Yeah,
So you'll have somebody to hide behind.
that's it.
I didn't mean that.
Not friends. I'd get people that I didn't really care much about.
Yeah,
you know.
but I just don't. Well, I understand what you're saying, though. I would love to go. I would love to drive up to Goldsboro, jump on the train, take the train up to DC.
Oh, don't you remember about that train in Chicago? I mean, not Chicago, in Charlotte.
Well, in Charlotte, I'm not. I don't. You couldn't pay me to go to Charlotte. I used to have to go to Charlotte a lot for work.
But I mean,
But that was back in
you
the
want to hop a
day.
train, and then up north they have people killed on trains on a regular basis in New York or hurt.
Don't try to ruin it for
You
me.
want to
This is
catch a train?
This is
I'd get an
my.
armored car.
Take Uber.
No,
Take an Uber. Probably get some guy that's out on work release.
no, it's
or some woman.
you want to go to where? How do you want to get there? You want me to take you there?
Right,
How much you
really?
willing to pay me to let you get there alive?
Yeah. Oops. I talk about Uber, and I brought this up about a month ago. I very seldom see a taxi cab in Jacksonville anymore. I mean, there are still some, but every morning coming in, I see Lyft drivers and Uber drivers.
Yeah.
Because they have the special lighting in their windshield there, but
and I'm
Like,
just how did this all happen? Cabbies get such a bad rap that
I don't know. Maybe it's cheaper to call an Uber. Maybe it's
I
cheaper to
don't
call
know.
a Lyft. I have no clue because I'd just rather call a friend. Say I need a ride.
yeah,
But it's really, I don't know. Between that and people getting their groceries delivered by a stranger.
leave it on the porch. Put your hands where I can see them.
Well, you don't know. And people delivering you food.
Yeah.
You don't know who that person is. That's the way I
What
feel
did they
about
do
it.
to the food on the way up?
A lot of people, that's the way they shop. That's the way. I mean, we all trust the pizza guy. Who doesn't trust the pizza guy? Because we've been ordering
I'd go
pizzas for
I
years.
go pick up my own dang pizza.
Yeah, but there are times when maybe you've just worked in the yard all day. You're tired. You're hot. You're sweaty. You just took a shower. You don't want to get dressed and go out.
Did you? There was some show that I stupidly watched a little bit of. I don't even know which it was while I was channel hopping.
Right.
What we used to call grazing.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's-
Never heard it called that. Grazing.
With a remote control. When remote controls first came out,
Mm.
we called it grazing. I went from channel to channel to channel. My daughter was so happy when I
Made
got
me
a TV
crazy.
with a remote control.
Oh, yes.
So she didn't have to sit up there and want to change the channels all the time.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
she'll tell you that.
Well,
story.
back then they didn't have many channels.
Well, I wanted to see all of them. I had more than most people, but
Mhm.
I had stacked antennas up top. It was
Right.
it got everything. But anyway, I was watching this stupid show about they're apparently one of the role playing deals is for the husband to get an empty pizza box and pretend to be the pizza delivery guy.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm like, you what?
Oh, my goodness.
Really?
Well, okay.
Well, don't
What
tell
if-
me you didn't ever do that.
No.
Okay, I didn't either, but I just
I'm not admitting to anything, but
they
think-
they acted like this was a normal. Maybe it is.
well, a lot of couples do that. They'll go meet at
Pizza
a
guy.
well, not with the actual pizza guy. The husband will pretend to be the pizza
Well,
guy.
I mean,
But there are these wild fetish clubs that people join, and
really?
they have these meet and greets, and it's like that one murder case I watched that was
Oh,
a
great!
month
Oh, so a
ago.
meet and greet turns into a killing.
It's where the husband, this is the au pair murder trial. The husband was having an affair with the au pair, and
Oh, yeah.
and they plotted
French
the
for
wife's
hook 'em right.
murder by signing her up for this fetish club where, and she, of course she was unaware of all this, and they gave out all her information, and they got this one guy that's in the club to come to the house
Uh-huh.
and actually rape her.
Uh-huh.
But he thought she knew because he thought he was talking to her,
Uh-huh.
and this was a fetish of hers,
Uh-huh.
and he was part of the fetish. So he arrived at the house, which the husband in the au pair had left the door unlocked, and he just walked right in and went upstairs and started the sexual act. Well, in the meantime, the husband comes home because the au pair called and said, some strange guy just went into your house. And the husband was a police officer. He was an IRS agent, one of those
So
criminals.
he set this up.
So he set it up. So he went in there, and when he saw the guy on top of his wife, he yelled, "Get off of her," and then ended up shooting the guy.
Really?
And killing him. And then while the guy's laying there gasping his last breath, the husband is taking a knife to his wife's throat and slicing her throat
Oh,
to
as-
make it look like he walked in on the home invader, the guy who was assaulting his wife, was killing his wife and had knifed her and slit her throat, and he shot a guy. Well, guess what?
he got caught.
It all fell apart because him and the au pair both are in prison.
Well, the au pair was the witness too.
Well,
Guarantee you that. She got a lesser term.
she was sentenced a lesser
Of course she
term
was.
because she turned on him and told what
Let's
happened.
make a deal.
Because they went for like over a year before arrests were made, before it was all.
Well, you got to prove you.
Yes,
I mean,
they worked on it.
They
Police worked on
concocted a
it.
pretty good story, but it will fall apart.
Yeah,
It will fall
it's just like the recent one with Corey Richards, who poisoned her husband by putting fentanyl in his drink. And this was the second time she attempted that.
Mm.
And the second time was the fatal time. But guess what? She'll be sentenced next
To the
next month.
jailhouse I go. A New
Yeah.
Jersey man broke into a home through a bathroom window, tried to sexually assault a girl as she slept early Saturday before he was subdued by the resident inside. 36-year-old German Fordyce is charged with first-degree counts of home invasion, burglary, and attempted aggravated sexual assault, as well as second-degree aggravated assault, according to the Bergen County Prosecutor's Office. And Hackensack, New Jersey, that's where Frank Sinatra
Hackensack.
lived. I think he was there, wherever. Hackensack, New Jersey police officers responded to the home about 3:40 in the morning. Home invasion call. At the scene, they found Fordyce, who had been subdued by the residents inside the home after they found him inside one of the bedrooms. Fordyce entered the home through a bathroom window, entered the bedroom with a girl who was sleeping. Don't know how old the girl was yet. Police described the victim only as a resident. NewJersey.com reported the victim was a girl. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting to see the.
Fordyce took off his pants, climbed on top of the girl as she was sleeping, and attempted to sexually assault her. He's strangled her during the assault, according to the Popo. One of the other residents awoke to the sounds of a struggle coming from the girl's room and took down Forsyth, or whatever his name is, Fordyce. Took him down. He's still in custody, waiting for a court hearing.
He's lucky he's not in a body bag.
Walk in, bang.
Yes.
Who's going to clean this mess up that I just made?
I'm just like,
at that point in time, that is just clear cut without any. Let me give you another bullet and I'll clean your gun for you if I was the officer.
It's 8:00 and we should have a visitor coming in at any moment.
We need to clear the room.
So I'm going to clear the room
Yes.
and make one little puppy mad.
Yeah, we got to clear the room with my doggy because he gets all excited when some people come in, and we got a young lady coming in here and who's bringing a friend, and I just don't want my doggy going crazy.
Say we
Bye,
say
bye, baby. I'll see you shortly.
We're going in the house.
So yeah, Shockwave's. He gets all excited when other critters, four-legged critters. Sometimes with some people that come in, he always gets really excited about, and he's always overly friendly, shall we say. He wants to make friends with dogs and any other critter. And sometimes those other dogs, they don't particularly care for his approach. But that's just the way things are.
Lucy's all excited.
Oh, I bet she is.
Lucy's excited.
That's good. A Texas, dang it.
Cheerleader?
Texas-based fast food chain is home to the best value burger in America. That's according to new data from online lender NetCredit. What is NetCredit saying about a fast food chain has the best value burger in America? What's that about? Whataburgers, that's the name of it. Whataburgers Classic Whataburger has the biggest patty among 14 major American burger chains and represents the best overall value at $1.66 per ounce of meat, according to the study. NetCredit's methodology calculated the national average price per ounce of single patty cheeseburgers. That's not a hamburger. I don't want a cheeseburger. And medium or regular fries at the nation's 14 largest burger chains. The study compares portion sizes, calories, and protein, analyzing published nutrition data and using home kitchen scales to weigh patties and fries. Whataburger, $1.66 per ounce from Whataburger.
Huh?
Cheeseburger at McDonald's, $1.91 per ounce from McDonald's.
So what?
All-American Smash from Smash Burger, $1.96 per ounce.
I want to bring that up, right?
$1.66 per ounce is the best burger there is from Whataburger.
Well, let me ask you this.
Best value.
Have you seen the new trim with the smash burgers?
I don't know what Smash Burgers are.
They take the hamburger patty, and they smash it down real flat.
Yeah, thin.
Yeah, real thin.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, hello, Miss Vicky.
That means they can spread it out over the bun and makes it looks like it's as big as the bun.
Yeah, I mean, it
That's
kind of
what it
hangs over the bun, but it's like paper thin.
You just think you're getting a bigger burger.
I'll give her
You're paying $1.96 per ounce for that Smash Burger. You get one from McDonald's, a cheeseburger for $1.91 per ounce. Whataburger.
I'm just not a big fan of the Smash Burger.
$1.66. I'd rather have my own. I'll make my own.
I know. I love a fresh homemade burger.
Yeah, I usually bring the cow in and we start from there.
Mm-hmm. Hello there, baby. It's Eeyore.
It's Eeyore.
Eeyore.
Yeah. No, wait a minute.
You spell this Eeyore, E-Y-O-R-E?
I think they have two E's in it.
Two E's.
Yes.
Okay.
E-E-Y-O-R-E.
E-E-Y.
You know how close to eyesore that is?
You know,
You put an S in there, it's not good.
if you're not expecting a big dog,
Come
he
on,
could be an
come on.
eyesore.
No, it's just
Come here.
Come here,
say
baby.
Hi.
Eeyore.
He's only about 6 months old.
Hey, sis. Here he comes.
Here he goes.
There we go.
He's a big boy.
He
Good
is
doggy
a
all
big
Beautiful.
boy, isn't he?
And he's wearing a donut around.
He is. He
I thought it was a life
is
jacket.
able to live a life without child support payments as of yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Courtesy of adoption first.
That's good. Come on up close to the
Big
microphone.
Boy, come on. Oh,
So,
it's
Vicky,
you.
what kind of dog is he?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Who cares?
Cute.
Cute
He's
and friendly.
Cute. Yes. And he's just 6 months old, you said?
Yeah, about 6 months. He got picked up on the side of the road.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why do people he loves you.
Well, that's because I have treats.
All right.
He was really nervous about getting into the car. He wasn't so sure about that. I'm guessing because maybe his last car ride wasn't the
It was
best
the
car
last one
ride,
he was
you
having,
know?
got dumped out.
So we gave him a ton of treats, and now he just thinks I'm a human treat dispenser, which I guess I kind of am.
Well, for those watching and listening, Vicky
See your face?
Brown is with the Adoption First Animal Rescue, and it's a nonprofit. They're right over here off of Enterprise, off of Western Boulevard. They
Good set.
rescue strays,
Mhm.
and they make them healthy. They make sure they're healthy.
And
If they
then-
needed to be neutered or spayed, they
And
do
look for
that.
people that want them in there.
Give them their
people that
rabies
want 'em.
shots and any other health issues they have. They work with that.
There's no reason to go out and spend $1,000 for a dog somewhere.
They
Okay,
put them
guys?
up. They put them up
These-
for adoption,
These
right?
dogs are cool.
Right,
All right.
right.
Yeah, and we get all sorts of dogs. You know, people say, "Oh, you only have big dogs. Oh, you only have hounds." We actually have a poodle right now. Little
Oh.
Prince is in there, and he's young. He's only a year or two.
Wow.
You know, it's not. We get dogs of all ages. We have older ones. We
Oh.
have younger ones. We have puppies that are under 8 weeks that aren't quite ready yet. We have large breed, small breed. I mean,
You have a variety.
we do.
Okay.
My last foster, I was jokingly calling it a schnorky.
Oh,
A schnorky. It was a Yorkie mix.
And
She's a little thing. I
she
mean, a
found a
whopping
home,
8 pounds.
too.
She found the
Right.
best home
Good,
ever.
Good.
Wonderful.
But yeah.
Well, we have some stuff for you here. to
Oh,
take with
thank you.
There's a case of food over there
Look at that, buddy.
that we lost a dog. So
I'm so
she's
sorry.
18 and 14, something like that. But and then there are two rather
nice
new
beds.
beds over there.
Well, thank you. We
So
will
and
use
one of
them.
those is meant for arthritic dogs. It's
Oh,
one
that's
of those
perfect.
kind that
Yeah.
Right.
is very supportive for things like that.
Thank you.
So-
Right.
And
Thank
that one
you.
was unused completely, unfortunately.
Yes. Well, we
Aw.
appreciate it.
Yep.
And anybody that ever wants to stop by, we are there 7 days a week.
Good.
We have staff there 11 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. We're open to the public.
No, for you dog and cat
problem.
lovers and
Yep.
all sorts of good. Since you were here last, we rescued a cat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, well, no, I'll take that totally back. The cat, that
found
came
you.
up,
Right.
Yeah.
managed to get into the backyard,
Oh boy.
and which is tough. And you walked up and said, "I'm hungry." Fed cat has not left.
Cat said, "Here I am."
Oh yeah, and we said, "No, you're here." And then straight to the
Aw.
vet, chip and a fix up. Make sure cat had some few medical issues. Apparently, been on her own for a while, but she was only about a year old, less than a year old at the
Aw.
time.
Aw.
Yeah, she
So-
found a good home.
Yes, she
And
did.
she got to run to the roost.
I bet.
She's in charge.
Now, when will Eeyore be up for adoption?
He is
This
available
afternoon.
now.
He's
Yep.
available now.
Yep. Once he got fixed,
Aw.
I know he has. I
Look at
wish you
those-
guys could see his eyes. He has the sweetest.
He's just
most
looking at you
soulful eyes.
like I love my mommy.
I know he's such a good boy.
You do such good things. You take in animals all the time. You take them home and you'll take care of them while they're waiting to go up for adoption and they find the right. How do you let them go? I'm a foster failure. So is my daughter. Us both. We're foster failures. We can't foster without adopting. So,
Well, there is just something about when they meet their family.
mhm.
And it's like I always say it, this little missing puzzle piece
Yeah.
just fits. As much as we love them and as far as they come, some of them we work real hard with them
Right.
and they blossom with us, but something magical happens when they hit their family.
See, that's why I'd rather just donate. I don't go down there much because if I do, I'll be leaving with an animal. I can't deal with it. My heart breaks.
And
I have to have them.
during my previous career in television,
Yes.
I would have a reporter. She was at 3 different ones over the years, and they would have to go by. That was their assignment one time. I've always picked somebody to go by and do a story. All 3 of them came home with critters.
Oh, I believe.
See?
There's just
yeah.
no way.
Excuse
They
me.
went back for the weekend or after work, whenever they're shifting.
Yeah.
They went back, made arrangements, made the adoption right then and there.
My daughter's already adopted 2 from there.
Uh,
Yeah.
And they were meant to be hers.
Yes.
One of them was a foster of mine.
Yes.
And I mean, it was adorable. Again, that magic little thing. I had Murray. He was fitting in great with our
Right.
family. We got out of the car at the rescue. They had their backs to us. They were sitting in the chairs waiting for us. Murray had never met them in his life. He got out of my car, dragged me,
Mhm.
and went
straight for my
underneath the
daughter.
bar without even seeing their faces and went straight for her daughter. It was like, he's like, goodbye. It's been swell, but this is my person.
Yeah. We knew it was over with then.
Yeah.
It's like, go ahead and let's
the girl,
pack 'em up.
what you did not know, the girl was very smart. She
pork
was
chop
funny.
in her pocket.
She did. She had a pork chop in her pocket.
It
You
worked
ain't
for
that-
Murray.
Yeah.
It worked for Murray. Murray said, here I am. This lady doesn't give me any table food. I'm out.
Yeah, and now she has Luna. She went back and adopted Luna, which is a Boston Terrier Frenchie.
Yeah.
A French ton is what she
Yeah,
calls
she
her.
calls
And
it.
she is just adorable.
Where do you get most of your dogs and cats? Do people turn them in because they got problems, they got to leave or whatever, or did they just
So we are not an open intake shelter.
Okay.
So we tell everybody, when you call us, you can fill out an owner surrender form on our website. It's based on availability and what we're able to do. But mainly, go through Onslow for things like that. But we get our animals, we pull them from Onslow, Wayne County, Duplin County, surrounding
go and
shelters.
You snatch them out, you steal them.
We do when they are hitting that list of their time is
Yep.
about up or they have some extra medical needs. We have a great partnership with Onslow, and actually a lot of Onslow animals get sent all over. They have a fabulous network all
Mhm.
over the whole East Coast with rescues. But yeah, like my previous foster, she came to us with a broken leg. You can't adopt a dog out like that, and shelters don't have time or
No.
the resources to take care of that. So we got her because her option would have been to be euthanized. We have the clinic attached to us. We amputated her leg. She's doing fabulous. Oh, look at this sweet little Paco boy. And so, that's how we do it. We go for the ones that maybe need a little extra work,
Mhm.
need someone to train them, need someone to just kind of teach them that they're not going to die when they step outside the door or their
Right.
kennel. And that's how we get most of our animals. And of course, kitten season is coming.
Yeah, what is that? What's that all about?
That is prime kitten time. We do offer low cost spay and neuters. We have a TNR package for the cats to make it very affordable. There's also Wilmington Animal Centrics. Right now they're kind of on pause because they're updating their program, but they offer vouchers for free spay and neuters. It's real easy. You just apply online, they email it to you. But, it's basically when the young cats and the older cats start having kittens. And, the ones that are born within the next few weeks, they will likely have a litter before summer's up. Because,
What?
yes. Yeah, the kittens that you see that you're going to see arriving in the next few weeks, if they are left unfixed, they will have their own litters before we start school. They
Yeah.
can get pregnant as young as 2 months old.
Babies having
Babies
babies.
having babies.
It's unreal. It's unreal.
It's absolutely wild. So we are huge.
I thought people were crazy.
Yeah, no, cats. That is why you feel like you see the cats multiplying before your eyes. And they do. I mean, when you figure one cat has between 5 and 8 kittens, and then in 2-3 months down the road, you've got
Another
Those-
5 to 8. for each
plus
one of
your
those.
original
Aw.
can now get pregnant again.
Matt Worley says, hey.
Hi, Matt. Good morning,
He says,
sunshine.
good morning, Lee and Vicky. That's a friend of ours,
I
Misha.
Yes.
suck, I guess. It doesn't matter.
I
He
know.
doesn't care.
Oh,
about me.
he likes Rayford.
No, he
He
tells
does.
me, yeah.
He does.
But he's a personal friend of ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not
I-
very
Matt,
personal.
say hi to Rayford.
Right. He's listen,
If you
I
gotta
kind of
pay
tease he's
him
my
to say hi to
replacement.
me.
Him and my
Yes.
dad are buddies. I'm like, I was born into this family, not you.
Yeah, we
But-
go way back. Matt and I go way back. He's my buddy when it comes to weather. We're weather geeks, and
Yeah.
whenever there's an airliner incident, and NASCAR. So.
Oh yes,
So
NASCAR.
you
Yes.
guys, it's just like tragedy, right? Weather, NASCAR.
That's not true. We just like to
They
follow.
go for the car
We like
crash.
They
Follow-
do.
follow it.
You know,
That's all they
listen,
do.
he, my husband, my dad, and another friend, they all went to one of the races down together. I sent them all. Go ahead, y'all have a boys' trip. Adios.
Nice.
Too much noise.
Oh, Matt said, "Good morning, Rayford."
Oh, he had to beg him to say it. Good morning, Matt. It's all right. I'll forgive you.
He's the postmaster in Swansboro.
He is.
So if I move to Swansboro, I'll have him
Swan-
to blame for not getting my mail.
That's right. Your mail's
Yes.
been cut off.
That
Yes.
figures. That's all right. Not a problem.
Yes.
How do people, what do they need to do? They want to, they're considering that they think, well,
I want a
I'm not
pet.
sure
Yeah.
of what I would like. Whether I want a cat, I want a dog, I want something, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I've never had one. I've never had a pet in my life. I'm 28 years old. I'm 37 years old. Whatever. I've never had a cat or a dog.
Mm-hmm.
What do
So you
tell-
got a
what-
couple
What do
options.
you tell people like that?
You got a couple options.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, you could do your research on the internet, but what
Oh,
fun is
God.
that?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Good luck.
Yeah. So I suggest come in and talk to us.
Mhm.
Tell us about your lifestyle because we know our animals. We
Okay.
know who's going to be a good fit. We know who's a couch potato who wants to go on adventures. For us, any animals, any dogs over 6 months of age, we do a 1-week trial. You can bring them home, see how it fits in your household. Another great option is Onslow County has a Snout Scout program now where you can go and you hand over your ID. They have a little talk with you, but you can go and you can borrow an animal for the day. Get them out of the kennels. You can take them to the park. You can take them
Really?
to PetSmart and pick them out a new toy. You can take them home and let them sit on the couch and watch the game with you. Throw the ball in the backyard with them. And you're only committed to the day. So you don't even have the commitment of fostering. And then, of course, there is always fostering, which is where you just look. He's gotten used to me handing him the treats
He's
like
got
a
you
little
so
kid.
well-
I am
you
going to
are
be sitting and
well-trained.
staying here shortly. Yes.
You are well trained.
So there are quite a few options, but I say, and even at Onslow, talk to them. Let them know your lifestyle. You can go online. You can look at all of our animals online. Same thing with Onslow. And we do our best to write the bios, but sometimes people get something in their head. They want a specific cat or a specific dog.
Mhm.
And that's okay. Sometimes that works out. But sometimes you're not sure what you want.
Right.
And just talk to us.
What's the hardest to adopt, a cat or a dog?
Mm.
I mean, I know there are a lot of cat ladies out there.
was- Say-
It's 50-50, honestly,
Really?
because, cats, believe it or not, they do have their adjustment periods. And they have,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, they will
Like
hide
yours was
under the
hiding.
bed.
Right.
They'll scratch things up. They'll go outside of the litter box. They're not, a lot of times, people just assume they're plug and play. You bring them home, you let them go, it's good.
Nah.
But they do. They have their adjustment period too. And they are,
Right.
very deep creatures. They have intense feelings, and they let you know about it.
This one that we've got a couple of windows located with higher objects so that she can get up there and look out the windows at any time. And she loves to watch the squirrels and the birds eat out of the bird feeder right outside
Oh.
2 of the windows.
Oh boy.
Oh yes, and she sits there and she just looks, and I got so many pictures of her. It's just disgusting. But she will just look, and I go up and I put my head right beside. I put my head down like I'm looking, and she's across the room. She hauls butt, jumps up there beside me. She puts her head right up next to mine, and we're both looking out the window.
Yes.
I mean, and I never liked cats.
And I'll tell you, when people have the right animal for their home, again, that's where that little magic happens. She'll tell you with
So
Paco.
beautiful.
I'm not going to lie. I was a little nervous for her to take home Paco.
But I knew he was the one I wanted.
She knew, and he was a mess in the kennels. And I thought, oh, she's
That'd
not.
be perfect at her
She's
house.
not getting a normal dog. Like, he was not a
Right.
normal dog. He needed
Should
some
dog your
work.
door shut?
I don't. It should be. How did that open?
It
It's
must
the
have been
wind.
me.
It's
Oh.
the wind.
But yeah. And of course, he got to her house, and it's like he lived here that whole time. He said, I'm home. This is my home. And we saw a side of him come out that we didn't know existed.
Well,
He's a good
the
He is a good
environment, the people, and the environment itself will make a cat or a dog. I can speak from experience, good or bad.
Yes.
And when they've got when they can get outside, and this whole backyard is fenced in with a vinyl fence, so
Right.
they've got running room. When they can do that at their own pace, no problem. They like things like that.
Mhm.
I can't imagine having to keep one shut up all the time.
You
Especially a dog. Especially a dog.
I will say now, we have dogs
Oh, they don't want
that
to leave the
have
house.
no interest in leaving the house. And if you don't have a fenced in yard, that's okay. Tell us.
Well, it's not that you have to have one, but it's just like I just can't imagine that.
We had one. I mean, I swear she was allergic to the outdoors. You say, Esther, you want to go outside? And she'd be like, she would make a little noise.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't even think about taking me out there.
I've got one cat that's at Evan Root out, heads for the door and keeps looking over his shoulder, and she's almost 20 years old.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and she'll look over her left shoulder, right shoulder, make sure I'm following, so I can open the door to let her out.
He says, hi,
Hey.
friend.
Hey,
Hey, baby.
You're a little too big to sit in my lap, I think.
hey,
He
Why
says,
you-
I don't agree with that.
I don't get that same loving look like you get.
Well, I bet
looks at
if
me
you had
like-
treats in your hands. You
well,
would.
well,
Who are
Yeah,
you?
I know where I stand. No, I do. You keep looking
Pork
over
chop
at the
bone.
Well,
bag.
I will tell you,
Pants.
there's nothing like the love of a pet that you have adopted from a shelter.
I'll tell you right now,
They love you unconditionally.
I'm anything but an expert, but I will tell you right now, this is one doggy that will make somebody a very happy person.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a dog here. You got to keep the name because you can't change the
Can't
name
change
now,
it.
even though I still don't understand it. But it's okay.
It's from a
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
And
I
see,
knew it
when
was-
he came in, we did not see this face when he came in.
Mhm.
When he came in, we saw
defensive.
very like, oh boy,
Yeah.
what are we gonna do now?
Uh-huh.
Mm.
Not angry, not just very like, oh goodness, apprehensive.
What about people that, ours was unusual because the cat came looking for us and sat down in front of me and gave her food,
Yep,
and she never left.
yep.
She would not. She was there. She's fine. Crawled in my lap. I've never thought a kitten that had been in the wild because she was skinny as you wouldn't
Oh.
believe.
Yes.
She just like crawled up in my lap. I'm sitting on the deck. She gets up and crawls in my lap, sits there.
That's amazing.
So she obviously had some kind of home. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is not a wild cat, but this cat had not seen a human up close and personal that would take care of her for months.
Yeah.
but she was looking for somebody.
She was looking for you.
So,
Wow.
and I'm just trying to find and thank the individual that left her beside the road or wherever just before I punch his lights out. I mean, that would be the way that I would like to
Yeah,
approach that.
yeah.
You can understand that feeling?
I do.
Okay.
I do. You know, it's like Paco. He
Yeah.
was trapped because he was dumped and he was so scared. I mean, he literally was like a feral dog. Him and countless others.
Yeah.
And there is no doubt that he is exactly where he was meant to be always.
Yes, he
Had
is.
somebody not dumped him, he would not be living the life. And I guarantee you his life prior to being dumped was
Oh, yeah.
not.
I
I'm sure.
remind
Not a
him
great
of
life.
that. I remind him of that a lot. I'm gonna be like, "You're so lucky to have a good home with a mama who feeds you and cuddles you
Yeah, I
and
know. And
loves
you did that
you."
as you tied him down and said, and if you don't behave, I'm going to see
No,
you.
look, this dog, he's a curious dog. I have it's an old pair now of tennis shoes. They were a nice pair until someone got a hold of them, but
Welcome in for you.
I purposely leave them sitting there where he can get to them.
Mhm.
And I'll come home and he's got them and I'll look at him and say, no, no, no.
Oh, yes.
And he does this like, please don't yell at me, which I don't. And then, but he's learning by it. And in the last couple of days, he's not bothered him at all.
Look at him growing up.
That dog is a mess.
Just
He
wait.
is so funny.
When you least expect it, he's going to get you.
No, he's a good dog. He's
I'm not
learning.
saying he's not a good dog.
He is a wild puppy. He's still a puppy, and he's him and the cat. You've heard him go after the cat in the morning.
Now, there's some people say, well, okay, I've already got a dog or I've got an
Mhm.
older cat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let's just put it, my 20-year-old cat, now 20 years
Yep.
old, almost 20 years old this summer. I'm like, which was a rescue as well. Came down of a tree. My wife rescued the cat, kitten, about that long, and
Aw.
said, I've got to put another cat. This cat has seen other cats in the distance at the vets, but never been around another cat.
Yeah.
Introducing a young kitten into that fold, I had my doubts.
Yeah.
And the doubts were, okay, my cat, the old cat, did a lot of hissing.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of standoff.
Cats
You
take a
thought
while.
there would be a fight, but
Yeah.
the kitten doesn't know anything about fighting or didn't know anything. This is just another critter, and I'm friendly.
Yep. Yeah.
And then the dogs, what we have, they were friendly to the kitten,
Yeah.
but they like to chase her. And they just like, and she loves to run and play. She taunts the dogs.
Oh, yes.
Today, she's still, a year later, she will run by this dog and just to get in. It's like a fisherman with lures. I'm very familiar with that. You're pulling a lure in the water as fast as you can, and a fish, and you try to, and the fish will chase it. She
Uh-huh.
does the same thing.
Yeah.
See, it's just opposite in my house. Paco taunts the cat. And that cat will lift his paw like he's
Oh.
getting ready, and Paco will start screaming.
Oh, goodness.
And I'm like, what's going on? They're so funny
He's
to
had the
watch.
treatment once. So hasn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah. Well, the cats never got him, but the cats
Oh, you
come
weren't
close.
home all the time.
But Paco, he just like he'll start screaming, and I think, my God, he's been sliced open, and he's not. And then he has to
He
get
got it one
it's
time
crazy.
somewhere.
But Vicki, let's talk about finances, because Adoption First
Yes.
Animal Rescue is a nonprofit, and you operate on donations and fundraisers.
We do.
And I know you've been pooched fundraiser
Oh
going on
my
right
gosh.
now.
Yes,
really?
we do. It's so much fun. It's one of my favorites that we do. And basically, we have a bunch of signs
Mhm.
that we put in a yard. We have volunteers. They sneak out. We stick them in the grass. Don't hurt your grass. We
Under the
just put 'em
stealth
in
of night.
under the stealth of night, or while you're at work.
They're like
being
little
honest.
ninjas.
We are
Uh-huh.
like little ninjas. They got past. I had my two dogs, which one is a German Shepherd. So he likes to let me know everything that's going on.
Aw.
And then Flower, she's a nosy body. She's our community watch pup. She's lets me know. And I had my foster. And somehow The volunteer got in my yard,
Mhm.
put it in my yard. All 3 dogs were sound asleep.
They got into my yard, and thank goodness my daughter confessed before it actually happened, because she knew of the problems I had
Yeah,
had
you don't
a
want
month ago with a guy, JPD, chasing the guy through my
Oh,
yard.
jeez.
And so I was like, and she goes, well,
Well,
you're going to get pooched. So I waited for about a week and never saw anything. Got up one morning and opened the blinds, and I'm like, what is all over my yard? I've been pooched. And my cameras never pick them up. And my cameras usually pick up people on the sidewalk walking by my truck. Never pick. When the girl came to pick them, I said, y'all got jammers or something? I mean, how did you do that? She said, my mom and I parked down the street, and then we just come up on the sidewalk.
slowly.
And it was a dark night. She said, I always get so scared. But I was like, well, you did good, girl. So I repaid the favor by pooching someone else.
Yep.
And it was just, 3-4 days ago, I got a text from Kelly. Did you pooch me? I said, of course I did. You knew you were going to be next.
I had to do a little investigation to figure out who did me, because I walked out to the front of the house, and same thing. I was like, what? Oh, this is adorable. I have these adorable little puppies all in my yard, and I don't even have to clean up after them. This is great. They don't bark. They don't mess it up. So I assumed that was so sweet of my husband. He knows it's my favorite, right? So he comes home, and I say, how was your day? Good. How was your day? He gives me kisses. Did you do that for me? And he goes, oh, no, I thought you did that. I said, I didn't do that. And he goes, oh. I said, wait a minute, you didn't do that for me? And he goes, no, it was my aunt in Greensboro. She saw the fundraiser on Facebook, and she called the rescue and just filled out, or clicked the link, filled out the form, and surprised me and sent it to my house.
That's what I did. I just went online. There is a link online, and I've got all the information for adoption.
You got any alligators over there?
Where?
At your place?
He's so bad, wanting you to bring in an alligator.
Not yet.
I was going to say, we could
talk to Onslow County, man.
we could.
Well, I think that they might have gotten rid of the snakes by now. But they have a duck right now.
We could have
a duck.
We could pooch somebody with an alligator.
We could.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know where there's some.
It'd be like Florida.
Yeah.
The You've Been Pooched is really, very popular. And you know what? When the young girl, I was out in the yard, and she come up, she I'm here to pick up the
we
signs.
always feel so bad.
And I said, honey, it's fine. And I had a bunch of wires from campaign signs. And so I had put some out there for her to take
thank you,
with them.
because some of ours have seen better days.
Yeah, I'll probably have some more for you. But she goes, well, don't say anything, but we're hitting the neighbor across the street. And so
I love it.
When I saw the neighbor had been hit, I'm thinking they probably think I did it. You know,
the mayor lives in your neighborhood too, doesn't he?
Yes, but I don't know that he's an animal person. I don't know that Sammy is. I don't want to get into.
He's also a 30-year veteran of the police department. So
Excuse me.
Some people get nervous about.
I would
like
do Ernie Lee before I would do Sammy,
Ernie would be fine. The DA would be fine
because I know they have pets.
Now I will say this: we do have an option for poop emojis. I mean, if you're not fans of somebody.
Do tell about the poop emojis, Rayford. We need to know about this one.
Do they come in dump trucks?
Unfortunately, no. But they do come on signs, and we will stick them right in your yard. They're cute little poop emojis.
So what does it say?
Poop.
You've been pooped?
And it's just little poop. We will just leave little piles of poop.
Real?
No.
Oh, shoot.
But no, I mean...
Who can we
message me off market, and we might be able to arrange. Heaven knows we've got plenty of poop.
Oh, we have plenty of, yeah.
I'm sure you do.
So we could poop on somebody.
You could poop on somebody.
The first time.
That's pretty cool.
Oh my.
What other fundraisers have you got going?
Oh, geez. We're over at PetSmart on Western this weekend. Mm-hmm. We're going to have some adoptable animals out there. But we're also have Voodoo Brews in Sneads Ferry. We have an event out there this weekend, Saturday, too.
Nice.
We have some volunteers and fosters that live out that way. Right. So they're going to have just a fundraiser and it brews and pups.
You need help?
Nice.
You need volunteers?
Always need volunteers.
Okay, so let's get some volunteers. Anything.
Yep,
Could
you can
ju-
just go on our
deliver,
website,
feed,
call.
walk, do whatever you want them
Right.
to do.
Because we have also the pet food pantry.
Mhm.
Yes.
That has been up and running now for a good bit. We have a good system going. So we have 3 pet satellite locations, and it's basically they're smaller bags of food, but for people who need a little help getting their pet fed, it's meant as supplemental.
Mhm.
It's not meant as your sole source, but we
Right.
understand things come up, things happen. How can we help you keep your pet in your home?
This is for
And
a pet that might need some,
Yes.
decent nutrition.
Yeah.
Or
This
it
is-
could be
this
for
is-
somebody who's on
This-
hard
what
times.
we did here is we had a subscription to a
Okay,
food
yeah.
source, so you'll look at it, you'll know what it is.
Oh, yeah.
There's sometimes you run across somebody who doesn't even have the money to buy their pet food.
Yes.
And this gives them the opportunity when they reach a point like that to be able to go
Yep.
pick up a bag of food until they can afford to buy
Mm-hmm.
one. But which is in donations now. You accept donations, bagged food,
We do.
canned food.
Yeah.
You can call down there, or you can look online, or
Yeah, you can
just
order it, have it sent straight to
That's-
us. A lot
that's
of
what I
times
do.
I'll keep an eye at Sam's for when they have the
Right, yeah.
sale. And rather than schlepping out there, picking it up and taking it down, I'll just, with my
Yes.
free shipping,
Yeah.
go straight to the rescue.
the last couple times I did that through
Yeah.
Amazon and just had
So
it
easy.
sent straight to the rescue rather than me go to the store, buy it.
And then come
And
back
then
and have to go get another pet.
Yes,
You
exactly.
cannot go there.
We have a sign posted, do not let Lee go past
Yeah,
this
there you go.
hallway.
Don't even let her in
But
the
yeah.
door.
So we have volunteers
I
that
will leave.
run that. They refill the pantry. We have the Brown Derby is one of the businesses gracious enough. We have a shelf in there. We picked that because location's easy to get in and out of, and their hours. I mean, they're there 11 a.m. to 2
So
a.m.
that's Hubert Swansville?
That's actually across from New River Air Station. That one.
Oh, okay. I know where
Yep.
you're
So
talking
this way
about.
people can just go in, grab what they need. And because we also understand people work, it's hard sometimes, crazy schedules when you can get a ride. We have Triple C Suites in Richlands. They have a shelf. Whenever they're open, you just go in and grab it. We have in Hubert, Savvy's Pet Lodge. They're another one, same thing.
Nice.
You just go in there and grab it. And we try to strategically kind of place throughout Onslow County. And then of course we have our primary location is at the rescue, which is 7 days a week as well.
Right,
Do
right.
people come in that, they really want a pet, they grew up with pets and
Mhm.
whatever, and I'm going to speak specifically of young Marines or whatever.
Yeah.
They're probably not great candidates if they're living on base, they're not going to be a candidate at all, right?
Well, if they're in the barracks, that's
In
a
the
no-go.
barracks, a single
Right.
Marine.
Single Marine, but I tell you what, you can come volunteer.
Yep.
You can, after you volunteer
There
with
is.
us, you can take the dog for the day, and then of course, again, there's the Snout Scout program with Onslow County.
Okay,
Take
so-
the dog
so,
to the beach with
I
you.
was just going to say, guys,
Let 'em
that
hang
you,
out.
you can do this, and it'll help you and help
I
them
have-
too.
I have
Grab
been
a
there.
running buddy.
I have been there at the rescue when these young Marines come in
Oh,
like on the
it's
weekends.
fabulous
cool.
for our
And they
pets.
play with the dogs.
Yep.
They help clean up and everything. They feed the dogs. They'll take them out into the field and play with them. It's just
Excellent.
awesome.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, so I was hoping there would be something there for you.
Oh, there's
Right.
plenty.
Okay.
See, once I put them in the car, I wouldn't be coming back with them.
You are not allowed to take any of our animals
Well,
off
the
site.
cat is real old, and when the cat leaves me, I'm coming back for another one. I'm coming back for another
We'll
puppy
be there.
dog. Because I'm paying for 3 right now, monthly health. So I'll be able to afford another one once the cats. This is terrible. I'm talking about my cat that one could live another 5. Cat's
gonna
very
get you in your
old.
sleep.
And so I'm going to stop. I just don't even need to be.
My
saying
20-year-old has been. We thought that he was on his way
My
down,
cat's
and no,
20 plus.
he's up and running. He should have.
That
He,
cat.
he doesn't know he's
Cats are
20.
a long-term
Yes.
commitment.
Well, I can tell he's
Very
winding down,
long-term
but
commitment.
he came from Texas, so he's going to outlive me probably. But I'm just saying, if something happens to the cat, then I might consider going and getting another dog.
Well, we lost ours in November unexpectedly, and
Mm,
our youngest son was begging us to keep Clover. And he's
Oh.
like, but we had 3 dogs. I said, but we don't need.
Yeah, 3's my limit.
We don't need 3 dogs. Well, that used to be mine. So we had 2 dogs and we foster. If we keep one, we can't. And then Flower came along and we
There
now
we
have
go.
Flower, you know.
Those
So
accidents.
yep, those
You-
happy little accidents.
Speaking
but
of children,
yes.
maybe all homes with kids are not conducive.
No, we have some that really, and we will say that, do best in a quiet home, do best with
Right.
kids over the age of 4,
Uh-huh.
do great with families. And that I love Onslow County. I do. But that is the beauty of our foster program is
Perfect.
most of our animals, including the cats, go into foster homes and we see how they are in the family environment, whether they prefer a quiet home, whether they're okay with children, whether like even us, we don't have young children, but the neighbors let me borrow their children all the time. And they
Here,
know
take this kid.
they're so funny. They're, Miss Vicky, can we come say hi? They always check before
Right.
they come run across because I do get some feisty ones, and I'm like, no, you can't touch this one right now. We're
Oh.
working with it, But the kids are so good. But then there's other ones. I'm like, come on over, and and I will test our foster to see how they do with the kids.
One of our listeners wants to know if you have any small beagles down there right now. Any puppies?
We have puppies. I'm trying to go through the inventory in my head. We have a few litters that are coming up.
Wow.
I also
But
know
what you
that
need to
Onslow
do-
has a beagle right now
What you need to
too.
do is you need to get on down there and take a look. See,
You do.
Yes.
you might find something. You might be in the mood for a beagle. Get on the waiting list. There
Yeah,
might be something you can take with you right now.
There might be.
And you could foster one while you're waiting for yours
You
to come
could
along.
foster one.
Well, it's very
I'm gonna sell
easy.
this in just a second, one way or the
Yeah.
other.
It's very easy. You fill out a form
Yes.
with your
Yep.
information.
Yep.
And they'll approve you.
Mhm.
If everything is filled
Yeah,
out and
yep,
they
yep.
have the information that they need.
You got to have your ID.
Yep.
And then you go in there and pick the one. I don't know if you get to pick the one. I know I got to pick the one.
Most times,
Yes.
most people come in, they've seen a dog on the website or Facebook, and
Some
9
would
times
take
out
them,
of
right.
10, that's who they get paired with. Sometimes though, like we've had people come in that saw this animal on social
Right.
media, they want this one, and we have to tell them, they're a runner. They have to have a fenced yard,
Right.
and they don't have a fenced yard. And so we help them find, or this dog is not a couch potato, or you want to take this dog hiking with you, and this dog's going to tell you goodbye.
Yeah. have a good
Leave
trip,
me
yeah.
here. I'll wait for you on the couch. And so, that's where really filling out that form, there's no right or wrong answer. There's nothing right or wrong to tell us. We have a dog that will fit your lifestyle.
Well, let's talk about a very special dog right now, Flower.
Oh,
Flower just got her artificial,
her prosthetic
her
leg.
prosthetic.
Yes, she did. She
and
did.
how's she doing with that?
So she's doing fantastic. We actually have an appointment next week with the integrative vet in New Bern. So the process is now we used a company they did called 3D Pets, and they are an amazing company. They 3D printed a harness using AI and videos of her to match her gait and her stride and her body structure.
Amazing.
So the harness actually, because she doesn't have any nub or anything,
Yeah,
it's
shoulder,
completely,
right,
she's completely, it's gone. And so they built on the outside of the harness a little box, and that's where the prosthetic fits into. But it's interesting because that is the heaviest part. And they have an elbow joint built into it.
Really?
So she will be able to lay down and stuff, and it will help. It's kind of spring loaded, so it helps her other joints with the natural movement. So right now we are just practicing with the harness only. And then when we go in and see the integrative vet next week, we will add the actual prosthetic leg.
Oh, that's why on
And-
your video, I was trying to figure out
Yep.
that.
So basically, she gets used to the weight and the feel of the harness,
Right.
and she's now flying with it. It didn't take her long. So then we will add in the prosthetic, and the prosthetic is a very thin, lightweight. They actually 3D print the club, and it's shock absorbing.
Isn't that amazing?
The whole, it's phenomenal. So she'll start
Yeah.
that next week. We'll work with the
For those
physical
that don't
therapist.
remember Vicky bringing in Flower before, Flower had her right,
right.
front leg amputated.
Yeah, so the rescue picked her up from a county shelter, and was an old injury. Pretty sure she'd been hit by a car. It's been shattered and rehealed. So she wasn't using it. She couldn't put weight on it. It was just constant pain, which is how I ended up with my most recent foster, because I picked her up and it was her right leg.
Clover,
And
right?
yes, hers hadn't been shattered. It was just multiple breaks. And but yeah, once we did the amputation surgery, I mean, within a few days, even with Clover, the pain was less with the appendage gone.
And it's so cute to watch Clover and Flower out playing, and they're both missing a limb.
The same exact one.
And they're just out there just playing with each other. I mean, it was so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing.
Well, we're blessed in this county to have this group.
Yes,
we
You
are.
very
guys,
much
and,
so.
You're dedicated. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank
Everything
you.
I've seen, heard.
And I will do a little plug for our clinic.
You go
our,
right
our
ahead.
vet clinic. We were booked solid for months. We are the only low-cost clinic in Onslow County. We do spay neuters for cats, dogs, pets, TNRs. So we have a bunch of different things going, but we have added more vets, and they actually have appointments available this Friday that opened up. So
Good.
people who have been looking for low-cost services, get online, book those appointments. And, you know, even if you looked 2 weeks ago and it said we were booked out 3 months, we have openings now. We're
I mean,
doing
it's
our
like
best
a
to keep
assembly
up.
Things may
line.
be changing, so constantly update.
Yes,
Just keep
yeah.
looking.
Yeah.
Okay, now how do they get to you?
www.adoptionfirstanimalrescue.com, and then that will also send you over to our vet clinic. You can find us on Facebook, Adoption First Animal Rescue, TikTok, Adoption First NC, and Instagram, Adoption First Animal Rescue. Yeah.
You're going to post everything.
Yes, all
And
that.
of course, you can always just stop in.
Right.
We're
Stop
that
by.
little road between Onslow Audio, and I still say the Italian, but it's not the Italian deli anymore. But the corner jeweler there, he's been there forever. So we're that little road
Right
that
off
runs
of
right in
Western.
between, right off of Western Enterprise Drive.
I know where it is.
Yep.
Yep. It was not far from the office we used to have right across the street.
Yep.
So, yes, it's a great place, and they keep the animals. I mean, the animals are always clean, healthy, and they just do so much
I'm
for
going to
them.
venture a guess that you're going to lose that dog very shortly.
Yes. He is such a
That-
good
that-
boy.
that-
He is a
That
good
guy.
boy.
He really
you
is
know.
a good boy.
That's some big paws.
I mean, when you consider, we met each other briefly yesterday,
Uh-huh.
but he was coming out of anesthesia.
Yeah.
So he probably doesn't remember me.
Just yesterday he had this surgery.
Yeah,
Look at him
really?
today.
Come here, baby.
He's passed out.
Oh,
He's got a full
oh
belly.
you drugged him.
You know,
No,
but
food, with
it's
food.
amazing. Our stuff, our incisions are only about this big.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. They make them so tiny.
You can't have those.
let's talk about Posh Bakery.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't this you? Don't you make this stuff? So,
Is this what you feed your husband?
You know, no, he doesn't get anything
Posh
that good.
Paw Bakery.
He goes.
It's called
He
the-
has to go to Dunkin' Donuts.
He does. He does.
You make goods
The
for the
Posh
dog?
Paw. She does. She
She
makes.
I'm saying, poor husband.
She makes. These are little treats right here.
Yeah.
Cute little bag, and it says, "Celebrate life with your best friends."
You know, Flower's the posh paw
Yeah.
with her.
And it's poshpawbakery.com. I'm going to put that on there.
But yeah, I enjoy baking, and the kids grew up, and you know, my husband and I can only eat so many cupcakes before it shows. So that's my favorite, is to do the cakes and stuff for the dogs.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Good for you.
Once in a while, I make a little
Right.
something for him. I mean, it's edible. He can have it. There's just not as much sugar and salt in it.
Yeah. I just put the link on there.
The healthy things like yogurt,
Yeah.
blueberries.
Ugh.
You know, yeah, he might
Nah, I'm
prefer
not gonna do
Dunkin'
that.
Donuts over that.
Yeah, sugar and cream is great, you know. I like red velvet cakes.
Oh my gosh, so does my husband. I just actually picked up one of those nothing but cakes for him. The little red velvet.
yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yes. We like those, don't we? We
We like
were
everything.
somewhere not long ago at some kind of event, and they had the bundt cakes, and we were like, Mhm.
They are addictive, and the small ones,
are.
forget about it. They're lethal.
In fact, the owner was on here last year because she was doing the Dancing Stars of Onslow.
Okay.
Yes,
And she was on here, and we were like, yeah, you can bring some.
she helped me trap a dog
Oh, did she?
about a year ago, who, in a crazy roundabout way, ended up living the next block over from me.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if you remember. His name was Thor at the time. He was
I remember
gorgeous,
Thor.
black with the blue eyes.
Yes.
Yes, his name is Champ, and he lives. It's crazy how that happens, but
All right,
yeah,
folks, if you got a question, because Vicky's going to be
yeah, I
leaving,
am.
and
I'm going
and
to
we're-
be taking this handsome guy.
and we're
back
closing
for
down here in a
nap
minute.
time.
But if you got a quick question you'd like to ask very quickly, 910
Yes.
333-0139, 910-333-0139. Give us a ring at Iggy. Would love for you to have a chance to ask a question.
Yeah.
I think I've asked about all I even can consider, but you walk out the door, I'll have more.
Well, they just do so
It's
much.
just-
They do so much
Just
there.
a great organization. We've had you in here 2 or 3 times now,
Yeah.
and you bring pets, and they're wonderful. And your enthusiasm is great.
Oh,
Love
How
that.
long have you been doing this?
But for a brown, what would I expect?
we're fabulous. I love that name so much. I had to marry into it.
Yeah.
You
right
know,
on. There
if
you
you're
go.
not born with it, you got to get it somehow.
Yep. There you go.
How long have you been volunteering for adoption?
Since about 2018 or so.
Long
It started
time.
because our kids were growing up, and I just wanted a little hobby.
And you didn't want any more kids.
And
A
I did
little
not want any more
hobby.
children.
You tried
I
that,
had
you-
2 boys, and I said, thank you. I am good. I survived that. I kept you all alive, which I tell them quite often now that they're in their 20s. And like, I kept you alive for 18 years. You owe me at least another 18.
Mhm.
They're in their 20s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. Yep.
She doesn't look old enough to have children that.
Well, thank
age.
you.
Fred
Thank
look old
you.
enough to have kids.
I think I got younger when they moved out.
The stress relief just
No,
disappeared.
they're like, Vicky, you look so much lighter and relaxed. Gee, I wonder why.
Any, I see you have bingo nights too, don't
We
you?
do. We just had our last bingo night. They are so much fun. I'm horrible at bingo. I've won once, but they're so much fun. And what we do is we get a group of girls together, and we do like a girls' night of bingo. And we raised about $3,000 this last one.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey, can we get in one of these? Can we
need
start one of
to.
those?
We need
to have. We can start one. We can do some bingo in here. Have
Bingo.
people come in and we'll make $3,000 in a night. I'm good.
I know.
Hmm.
I know. Pretty amazing. And a little fun fact about that, shout out to my parents. So when the boys were young,
Mhm.
they loved bingo. And so they bought one of those fun cage roller bingo sets,
yeah.
so when they came to visit, they could do that. And it ended up at my house. And I was like, I really need to move this out. Like, everybody's grown. We're not using it. And my parents were like, oh, but the memories. I'm like, oh, but it's in my house. And I said, can I donate it to the rescue?
These
So
are
now
little
it's-
poops.
Yeah, the little poop emoji. Aren't
It's like
they?
ice cream.
I promise you, it does not look like ice cream in person.
Well, that's good, but that looks like ice cream.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to lick that.
Oh, I won't.
No.
No.
But yeah, so the bingo cage lives on. I texted them the other night. I said, thanks to the bingo set, we raised $3,000 for the
That is
rescue.
awesome.
Yeah.
I want to look at your pets, but I'm not going to.
Don't do it.
No, don't do it.
Wait, let me
I'm
look.
gonna shut your computer down.
I don't have my phone on me. We have the cutest little puppies. They're not on the website yet. And we actually just had a litter born 2 nights ago. We had to do an emergency C-section. Thank God we have the clinic that
Mhm.
helps us tremendously. We had to do an emergency C-section for the mama at the clinic. But yeah, they were just born 2 nights ago.
Wow. Nail trim, $20. I'm looking at all the prices for their wellness services that they
Yeah.
have. You know, when I take Paco in for his yearly dental now, I have to go in with him and hold him while they give him a shot to put him to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to stay with him till he's out
Yeah.
because I cannot leave him because he is scared. He's scared.
Oh, poor baby.
You know, but he'll let me hold him, but he won't let them. He's like,
Speaking of wellness services, low cost, Savvy's Pet Lodge this weekend has North State Mobile Vet will be out there. They have their prices listed on their flyer. You can find it on their Facebook page.
Okay.
And then Buddy's in Jacksonville, I believe next weekend or the weekend after is doing a low cost. So you don't
Wow,
even need
right.
appointments. People who are looking to do their annuals. And Onslow County does every Thursday,
Right.
$10 for the rabies vaccine.
Really?
You just
And-
walk in.
And you can bring in ferals and have them fixed.
Yeah.
And
What is the danger of ferals? Picking them up or?
Oh, yeah. You probably can't get near them.
Yeah,
Um,
or introducing them without some kind of intermediary into your family. Not a good plan.
Not a good plan at all.
Okay.
You know, I have a few ferals that we've trapped, and we do have trap rentals at the rescue that I've trapped with the purpose of getting them fixed and
Right.
vaccinated, and then
Right.
they go back out into the community, but that way they're
But
healthy
no
and
way
they're not
No way
repopulating.
to adopt them out.
Right. They are definitely not. And I had one, they knocked that bad boy out and he started to wake up before. Now our vet is quick with her surgeries. We're talking a couple minutes in, out, done. And she had to she wanted to check, he had a little polyp. So she wanted to check while he was knocked out,
right.
do a little extra, get him a little healthier. And she had to knock him back out again. She said, and she told me, she said, Vicky, when you let him stand at the back of the cage, because he is mad. And sure enough, I opened that and I was afraid he was going to turn around and eat me.
Oh my! Oh my!
Now, see, my other dog, Jack, when I take him to the vet and I have to leave him for his dental, when I go to pick him up all the way home, he's talking to me.
Oh, that's hysterical.
And I know the words. If I knew doggy language, it would not be good.
Nah.
He gets right up to my
Probably
ear and he's
cussing.
like, and I know he is cussing me in doggy language.
Well, you deserve it. It's your fault.
Well, no, he's
Well, you
got
could-
clean teeth. And, it's healthy, and animals, their teeth can go bad very quick. You
Yes,
just
I
had
know. We just did it.
Shockwave had
We just did
his
it.
teeth cleaned and some pulled.
Mhm.
And I used to have a Chihuahua. Every time I took him in, they were pulling teeth. I was surprised he had any left. But I keep my doggies. I keep my dogs. I keep all of my animals healthy. Even the cat gets his teeth clean.
Mhm.
So
All right, Vicky. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
You
us.
want to? Where is that stuff I got?
yeah, it's right there. We're going off in just a minute. If you
Oh, yeah.
hang loose, and then I'll help you carry it to the.
Okay, yeah.
I wish I had my phone. He's got his head on the chair leg.
Well,
He is
here.
passed out.
Take a picture, and then I'll send it to you.
He's so cute.
All right, here you go.
Oh, poor
Oh, he
baby.
did a little stretch in his
Make sure you
sleeves.
put this up on the site too.
Oh yes, definitely.
Oh, now you open your eyeballs, you're giving me the side eye.
That I would encourage anybody to take this doggy because he's way too sweet for 90% of the people that I know.
Oh, look, it just popped up on my computer. The picture she took.
Is he not the cutest?
Oh my gosh. He is.
He's such a good boy.
Oh,
He's definitely one of those. He'll be
yeah.
happy to just be doing whatever you're doing.
He
Yep.
he is the dog.
Yeah,
he
him.
is the dog.
He would just be happy to do whatever you're doing.
all right.
You guys, this might be standing room only over there today and tomorrow. So for
That's
this- for
fantastic.
the-
We
for
love
this one,
that.
Yes.
This one's you could take the highest bidder on this one, I believe.
Right.
Put him up for bid.
And if you're not in there to adopt him, please consider donating.
Yeah.
Buy a bag of food,
Yep.
Yeah,
dog food, cat
You
food.
go buy one for what is it?
Bleach.
One for you, one
Bleach,
for me.
yeah.
Bleach. We use
One
bleach.
for you, one for me.
Yep.
One for you,
Have
one
you
for me.
seen how expensive bleach has gotten?
Hey, we take the store brands. We are not.
Well, that's what I
bleach
buy the
snobs.
store brands too. Yes, I know. I should have brought it. I should have got an extra one yesterday. I didn't think about it. But yes,
Another one, believe it or not, that people don't think of.
What size?
Gallon.
The gallon?
Yeah, we use
Okay.
that for our pet food pantry.
okay.
Yep.
Gallon Ziploc bags, folks.
That's
Just go
one
buy.
that people don't know.
If it's
often
not
think of.
if it's not the Ziploc
And I will
brand, it's
tell you,
okay. Just get a decent brand.
Food Line has their brand on sale right now.
Yep.
2 for $4. Run down there and get some.
You keep one, give one to them. 2 for
That's
$4. You got it. If
Yep.
you don't need them, get 2 for them.
Absolutely.
Not that big a deal.
Absolutely.
All right.
Well, thank you
Vicky,
guys for
thank
having
you.
us.
We do appreciate
Oh, we
you coming in.
appreciate you
and,
coming in. We can't wait to see what you bring
yeah,
in.
this one's cream of the crop, I guarantee you right now.
Roker's like, she gonna bring an alligator or a snake? I was like, I hope not.
I don't feel like
I would do
Snakes
an
are not
alligator
good.
before a snake.
No, snakes you go by, you're not going to have the snake when you go home if you bring a snake.
Well,
Well,
I sent him the
I'm
picture
terrified
last
of
night.
those.
When you sent me the picture,
and he
yeah.
was just coming out of anesthesia with that sweet
he
face.
was like,
That was
whoa, that's
Yeah.
a beautiful dog.
Yeah,
Beautiful dog.
that's a
And our kennel attendant just holding him like a baby.
that's
Yes.
I was
total
like,
keeper right there.
Leah, he is 3/4 of your size. He's just a baby.
Oh, he does your
He just a
baby.
baby.
All right, Vicky.
Thank you so
animal-
much. Adoption First Animal Rescue.
Adoption First Animal Rescue.
Right.
Get it, folks.
Right.
Check our Facebook page. Leah's got it all up to date. Got all the
Yeah.
information you'll ever need to know.
Yep.
Yes. Please consider, please adopt him before you go out. And
Now tomorrow we're gonna check with the doctor. She will be in the house.
yes, and then we're gonna get some history on Ozark County
Yeah, and
tomorrow.
boy, I'm gonna give her some history.
And America 250 coming up. All the
I know
plans.
something she didn't know.
And Lisa
doesn't it?
Whitman Grice, the Onslow County Museum
Yeah.
director, is going to be in here. That woman has got some knowledge.
She does. I
Yeah.
was listening
She
to
knows
her
all
Saturday
about
talk
Onslow.
about with some other folks about the public care
Right.
house down
And
there.
she's captivating with it.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
Oh,
she is.
Yeah.
She's like a storyteller.
She
Yes.
is.
She's very good.
Storytellers have got a remarkable talent.
She does. She doesn't just roll off those facts, man.
No.
She does it in a way that sticks with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
don't miss her.
It's going to be interesting.
All right,
having
that's
her on.
tomorrow. That's Wednesday, so that'll be hump day. So we'll
Yep.
get prepared for the weekend after
Yep.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you are live and you're local. Sometimes we're awake. I've been awake all night, I think, but we're never woke.
That's right.
See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye.